Hey everybody, it's Matthew Reinhardt here. Hey, how you doing? Today we are going to make a craft with my nephew George, and we got it all set up. I thought it'd be a fun way to get back into making our craft videos, and I like really doing crafts together. So here comes George. Hey George. George is getting his tape, and we're gonna make a craft today. George had a really great idea. I thought it would be a fun pop to get back into making pops here on YouTube. And what are we gonna make, George? What are you gonna?
We're gonna
make
a good idea? A pop-up Amazon box.
An Amazon. Why would you want to make an Amazon box?
Well, because you can put anything in it, and it can be a surprise or a card.
And plus, we're always waiting for those Amazon boxes to come. So what we should start out with? We're gonna use, what is this stuff?
Cardstock.
This is cardstock. This is 110-pound cardstock, and you can get it at all kinds of different stores. You can get it on Amazon. I swear this is not an Amazon commercial, okay? Let's get started. We're gonna make the base page, and we're gonna just fold our cardstock. This is an 8.5 by 11 piece. We're gonna fold it in half. That's gonna be our base, okay? And we're gonna fold it in half. And I just, I lined up the corners real nice. Let's put away our base page for a second. Let's put this away, just go over here, out of the way. Let's take another piece of cardstock. All right, nice fresh piece. And we're gonna make a measuring tool from the corner of a piece of paper. And the reason I say it's a measuring tool, because we're gonna have to make what's called a V-fold line, and we're gonna need a 90-degree angle, and that's what the corner of a piece of paper is. This is 90 degrees right here. That's 90 degrees, or a right angle. Okay, so you've got that corner, you've got it. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold this edge and this edge to meet. So let's fold it just like that, and really make sure that you line up that edge right there. We're gonna take this piece, and we are going to line it up with the center. This is our measuring tool, right? And what I'm gonna do is I am going to make two lines, one line here and one line here, along those edges. This is just our measuring tool so that we have 45 degrees and 45 degrees there. So we can start making our box. See, there's side A. And when you're making a box, side A, this other side needs to be the same length. So let's do that. Let's use our tool and see, we know this is a right angle here. So we're just gonna make a mark on the page. Make sure that that's, so see my marks that I made on there? Now I made them in pencil and real light so that we can erase them later. I'm gonna use something that looks as close to a box as possible. So it's yellow. I'm gonna use this color. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make some rectangles. So let's make our box about 2 inches tall. So let's measure. I'm gonna mark right here. Oops, you can see that. Let me get over it. So I'm gonna mark right here. That's 2 inches right here. And this is 2 inches. So see how I marked it on both sides? There's 2 inches and there's 2 inches. Do you see? I didn't do that very well. All right, so now what do? We cut this along that pencil edge, just like this. This is so much fun. I love it. I love it. Yeah. All right. I'm just going to use my first one to make like I'm going to trace the edge and just make a line just like that here. Okay, so we got two strips. We got our two strips.
Yep.
All right, these we're going to take our base page, and we're going to mark right here where the longer line hits. Okay, and then we're going to turn it this way for the other side, and we're going to mark where that one hits. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece, and see that extra bit, this little teeny bit here, right here?
Yep.
We're going to use our other strip, and we're going to line it up real nice so that it's straight. And we're just going to use that as our edge to cut off. See how I did that? All right, see that extra strip? We're gonna cut it off because we don't need it. That's the extra. Okay, and we see this is where the edge of each side is. So we're gonna fold it real nice.
Mine's equal since I made a square.
You made a square box, which is totally cool. Nice. And let's see how it looks. See, it's gonna sit right like this on your base page. So we've got one. I'm gonna do exactly the same thing for our other side.
If you're doing a square, it should fold in half pretty perfectly.
We could use orange marker on the bottom, or we could use
or maybe you could use this all this extra paper
and glue it onto the base page.
Yeah, and then you can draw a line through the middle of it.
You got it. Here's our two lines. Like I marked these places. So we got one. Here's one mark here. That's as long as it is. And that's as long as this. So we can just fold it. We fold it right at this mark. And use the edges here. There we go. There's one nice edge. And then we'll do the same on this side. So now I can use my scissors to cut along those folds. Now he's cutting it out. What I'm gonna also do is I'm gonna lay mine right on top of where it's supposed to be. And I'm gonna use my ruler and I'm just gonna make a mark down the center. See how I'm lining that up? And I'm gonna make a mark down the center so that I know where see how that exactly goes there? What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut it right down that fold line so that one side is on one side of the fold on our center piece of paper, and then the other one is on the other side, just like that. And you know what I might do too? Is I'm just gonna make it I'm gonna cut a sliver off of that edge, just a little. When you use the glue, you
never put too much.
Never put too light and sort of paint it on. See how like sort of paint it into place.
You really don't need much.
We're gonna use some of this clear tape, and I'm gonna press the clear tape right there with one side of our, with the right side of our box. Now what we're gonna do is, this one's gonna be a little different. On this other side down here, let's see, pull this up. We are gonna put tape, but we're not gonna tape it to the base page. We're just gonna put tape on one side. We're gonna leave it free like this. So we're just gonna do this. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna make sure that the tape doesn't go over the edges, except for here. This is where the tape does go over the edge.
Yeah, it should be sticky
underneath. Okay, you got it ready? Now here's what we're gonna do. This is gonna be the tricky part. Close this, turn it over, close it like that. Okay, hold it down tight and in place. And now we're gonna close our card, watch. I'm just gonna close it very carefully, make sure that tape is flat. And I'm gonna press it down and really press where it is, okay? Then when we open it, it will automatically find where it's supposed to be. So we got the two sides of the box. Now watch. So we have the short side, right? This is my short side. Your sides are the same though, Joel. We're gonna take some more tape, this transparent tape, Scotch tape, whatever. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put, this is the sticky side, and I'm gonna stick it to this side just like that. Now, whatever side, like if you have one side that's short, one side that's long, and we've got the tape over on this edge on the short side, we need to attach the edge of the long extra side, the long side, just like that. Okay, so we've got it, right? You've got it taped down. Now we need to tape this edge here to this edge here. So we're just gonna take some more tape, and we're gonna do it sticky side up just like this. And we're gonna tape it to that edge. See how it goes? So I just made a little rectangle. It's about 2.5 inches by 2 inches. Let's pull our box back. And what we're gonna do is, let's fold this little square. Let's fold it. You can do it equally. Let's do it equally. Let's fold it in half. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna line it up with that one side in there. See how it sort of lined up like that? So let's make sure that it doesn't go over this fold. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tape down two edges. So here's one edge that I'm taping down. See how I tape that side down? Tape it down. And then, see this side here? We're gonna tape that edge down. Close it up. I want you to stick your pencil in it and push it out, just like that. Now, what's cool is we can take another shape. So I'm just gonna take this piece here. Make sure it's a piece that's smaller and can fit inside your box. You're gonna have to make it kind of rounded on one side. Let's take a piece of just regular tape here. I'm not gonna use double stick, but you can use double stick. We're gonna make an inside out sticky roll, and we're gonna tape down this piece just like that. And then, oh, there is the stuff that's inside our box. Does it work?
Yep.
So let's take our piece out. Let's draw, let's see, what is yours gonna be? What did you get from Amazon? What do you think you're gonna
I
get?
think I'm gonna do a bag of candy.
All right, so George and I both, we both added some different things inside. See, I glued some to the base page and put some objects on the bottom of my box, which you can do. You can draw them and glue them into place. Whatever you do, don't glue them across the fold in the center. Just don't do that. And then I also added my object that's on what's called a box layer. See there, there's that piece that we put under there.
Lava lamp, scissors, wine, Elmer's
Wine.
glue, and
Okay.
flat bots.
I don't know who gets wine. Let's get some scrap paper that is the same color as our box. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a rectangle that's a little bigger, but we should decorate the top, the lid of the box, right?
Yep. Okay.
I think it looks good. All right, you ready? On this side, we're gonna turn around. We're gonna put tape with the sticky side edge all along the side. Okay, so the sticky side's going this way. Sticky side's going that way. You see how I did that? So the sticky side up, right?
Yep.
So I'm folding it a little. I'm folding it right at that edge. See how I did that? Sort of fold it down. And now what we're gonna do, watch me before you do this, George, okay? We're gonna lay this on top, and we're gonna make sure that this edge goes over this edge. Watch it a little bit like this. See how it goes over that edge?
Yeah.
We're gonna press the tape to it, and we're gonna turn it, watch. We're turning it, see how it kind of goes. So now it should be able to go up and down like this. So now we have made our pop-up Amazon box. Look at that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So let's take 2 pieces of white cardstock. If we've got some more. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna add it to the outside of our card. Let's put some glue. Remember how don't use a big glob like I just did. Let's glue this on. So our card will fit, well, our pop-up will fit inside the card. But there's our Amazon box pop. And you know what we could do is we could decorate all this. If we wanted to put like, what could we put in this area, George? We could make more, we could just make art of other boxes right over here. This is our pop-up box of package from Amazon. We got all kinds of stuff inside. Look. All right, George, what do we say at the end of these? What's something good that I need to say?
Remember to like and subscribe and hit that follow button so you get notified when we post new videos.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.